really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back when
today.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 82 yards. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And this will be caught. So they try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
and it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run. It's Henry. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown! Harris Campbell, 40 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. There's the stiff arm. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
102 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A first down carry for Henry. Trucks over him. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you turn it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
18 yards for Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
To throw forward is Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
238 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Henry up the middle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. following the fumble recovery. Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our left. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be taken in by... And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in there. Stop short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
2021 saw a third-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Henry running right. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
He'll get this down to the 38.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry,
38 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this one. No, okay.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 50 yards. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Henry again on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They run wide side with Henry. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The pitch to Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one.